everybody, it's Amy Graham, Badass Valkyrie, and this is Sunday, and I just got done recording little snippets of video that is being done as a entertainment piece for the medieval reenactment group that I'm a part of, which is the SCA. And I just spent the last half hour dancing in armor. It kicked my ass. This is the first time in a year, over a year actually, that I've been in armor. All 65 pounds of it. Took me a little bit to get into it. There was a part of me that was worried that I wasn't going to get into it, and I did. Everything fits relatively well from a year ago, but I also realized that I am not in the same shape I used to be, which I realize I am not going to be into that shape ever again, most likely. However, this is still the kit that I'm fighting in. And to be honest, right now, right today, if I had to do that, I'd be done after maybe one round. And that's kind of hard to realize. And I already knew what I was going to do for Finding 52, or for the focus for this next week. And that kind of came to fruition after I spent several hours last night gaming, which I had a great time. But I was up till 3:30 in the morning. And that kicked my ass. I did not get up until 10:45, and I have felt miserable all day, even knowing that I had to get this done. And whew, you guys can see those are all titanium plates. That's where, 60 pounds of this armor comes in. And then I have my armbands, my gauntlets. I've got leg plates, or leg pieces that are similar to this. And yeah, it's a big thing. And I thought, it'll be easy. No big deal. Yeah, it kicked my ass. So the focus for this next week, and for me, this next 60 plus days will be, sorry, I'm sweating like a pig, getting back to basics. That is with my sleep, with my nutrition, with my water intake, with my exercise and my strength training, all of that, and my movement, and trying to just find my old normal again. I realized that this past few weeks, all of us are having a lot of difficulty, and are struggling to find any sort of normal. And everybody's like, well, it's just the new now, and it's going to get back to whatever. Well, my boss just let us know that it's going to be at least June 1st, probably longer, before we go back into the office. And, sorry, I'm taking this is my shin guard, chainmail, off my leg. And yes, my calves really are that big. And I'm like, I have realize that I have given myself permission to be okay and to just be okay. And that's perfectly great. But knowing myself the way I do, I also realized that I was kind of taking advantage of myself that way. It'll be okay. You can have some more Coke. It'll be fine. You know, give yourself, you know, April. First it was give yourself till the end of March. And then just stop. Then it was, you know, other issues came up. You know, Greg got sick. I got sick. You know, work. We were supposed to be back in March or in April. And then that didn't happen. And I kind of lost it a little bit. I'm like, it'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just be okay. And that'll be fine. Me personally, and this is just me, only me, because I can't speak for anybody else. I have to be stricter. Because if I don't, that person in my head that got me to 450 pounds takes over. And she took over a little while. So we are getting back on track, and we are going to start preparing for tournaments, SCA tournaments, because I just can't do the other tournaments because of concussions. But the fact that I couldn't be in armor for an hour is a big issue for me. And part of probably why I've been putting it off, getting back into armor, because I knew this was coming. So, back to basics is where this tomorrow starts, April 27th, and all through May, and all through June. Just back to basics, getting my sleep, going to bed at 10:30, getting up at 6:45, following my fasting rituals, which, you know, stop eating at 8 p.m. I can eat again at 10 a.m., but between those hours, nothing. Last night, after I got up and we were coming to bed, I was like, ooh, I'm hungry. Picked up some pita bread and hummus and was just going to town. And I'm like, I'm eating hummus and pita bread at 3:30 in the morning. Yeah, I need to not do that. So I will be getting back on the scale tomorrow. Probably won't like what I see, but I've got to have structure. I've got to let myself get back into a normal routine, whether the outside world is normal or not. I have to have it. Now, the fact that I was able to get into my armor and get out there and do this after a year makes me happy. So please don't get me wrong that I'm, you know, horribly disappointed in myself, because I'm not. Because that took a lot of work. And there's some things, there's some moves, some dance moves ain't nobody can do in armor. So once the video actually comes out and is all edited and all that, I have no idea. There may just be a tiny little snippet, let's hope, of me in it. But I will definitely let you guys see it, or put a link up so you guys can see it. But yeah, I have spent far too long out of this, and today really brought it home. And I need to get back to my basics, and I need to do what is best for my body and for me and for my mental stability. And all I can do is ask you guys to do the same thing. Do what is best for you and what gets you back on track. So whatever that track may be. For me, it's training and exercising and focusing on my sleep first and foremost. Because without my sleep pattern, nothing else falls into place. And then getting on a schedule again and making sure that I follow that and get my water in and my exercise and my training. So that's where I'm going to focus on this week. And it's okay if you have something completely different. And if you are not ready to get back to normal or to get back to a routine, that's okay. It's just where I'm at. And as much as Finding 52 is for everybody, you know, and I am not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. I can just kind of lead you down a path. You know, maybe that path is not the right one for you. But finding a path is always a good thing. And my path is leading me back to my roots, back to what I've done for the past 5 years. And while I can't, you know, be part of Team USA and I can't go overseas and fight anymore the way I want to, seeing that glimmer of possibly not being able to do what I can do, yeah, that kicked me right in the ass. So that is what I will be doing, is focusing on basics. And again, it's nutrition, sleep, water, movement, exercise, and kind of doing a self-reflection at the end kind of thing, to know that every day I've done something to push me forward. Little tiny baby steps. Because thankfully, I can still wear this. I can still get out there and kick somebody's ass right now, as long as it's done in less than 10, 15 minutes. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know where I was. And my husband's like, don't you want me to get you out of your gear? I'm like, actually, no. I need to do this right now. And it is probably the realest video you're going to get. Here I am sweaty, even though I had makeup up on for the video. Sweaty, in my armor, and literally melting inside. But it has taken, it is a 60-pound wake-up call. Right here. Going, hey, you had to have your husband help you cinch it up. And I'm like, you know, no, we're not going back there. And it took all of this to let me realize just how far I had let myself slip, and how far I'd given myself permission to slip. So I can't do that anymore. So we are back on training schedules and eating schedules and sleep schedules and work schedules, everything, because I need to have that order, because it's what gives me peace. So there you have it. Sorry, it's kind of a very different Finding 52 today, but hopefully it kind of resonates with you, because it certainly did with me. And this was kind of the black and red cherry on top. Going, whoo, yeah, this is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. We'll get there. One step at a time. One habit at a time. One day at a time. That's all anybody can ask. I hope you guys are doing better and are doing well, that you're staying safe. And as things start to open up and things are starting to get back to normal a little bit, maybe now is the perfect time to try to find some normalness in all of this chaos. Even for a chick sitting in front of you in armor, trying to do a little dance and not be successful at it. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.